Ginger and Ginger once again. What's up, 23% Nation? This is your man, Coach D. Today, I'm back with vegetable of the day, the one and only ginger. So maybe you're familiar with gingerbread. Maybe you're familiar with ginger the root. Maybe you love ginger. Maybe you hate it. Maybe you've never even heard of it. Well, whatever the case may be, please listen and watch on why, because we're about to dive just a little deeper into the wonderful world of ginger. All right, first up, a little bit of background information. Now, a lot of us may be wondering, what in the world is ginger all about? Well, guys, here we go. Ginger is a flowering plant that is closely related to turmeric and cardamom. Now, if you have ever wondered what in the world does a ginger flower look like, right? Well, guys, take a look at the picture. As you can see, sometimes the flowers are red, sometimes they're purple, sometimes they're white, and sometimes they're yellow. How beautiful is that? So there we have it, guys, a little bit of background information about the one and only ginger flower. More background information. The underground stem, known as the rhizome of the ginger plant, is commonly known as the ginger root and is well known for its medicinal properties. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is probably the part of the ginger plant that you're much more familiar with. It's the root. It's the underground stem known as a rhizome. That's right, guys. So just take a look at the picture. As you can see, the part that's commonly known is the brown portion, which obviously grows underground. And the green portion, well, that's part of the stem that lives above ground, right? So there you have it, guys. A little more background information about the one and only ginger root and its flowers. All right, more background information. Now, here's another question. So what is ginger good for, and how can you incorporate it into your diet, right? I know you guys been dying to know, so here we go. Ginger is available in fresh, dried, ground, capsule, juice, and oil form. Ginger root is easy to add to the diet and can have a lasting impact on just about every aspect of health. Now, for those of us that are wondering what in the world does ginger juice look like, ginger capsule and ground ginger look like, well, guys, just take a look at the picture. And there you have it, right? So as you can see, ginger comes in many, many, many different forms. All right, now it's time for a few fun facts. Ginger can be used in several different ways. I had no idea. So first we have essential oil, then we have a cough syrup, we have a foot soak, we have ginger tea, ginger water, and look, ginger juice is back. That's right, guys. So for those of us that are wondering what in the world does ginger essential oil look like, well, guys, take a look at the picture. See how clear and how beautiful it is? Wow, great. Fun facts about the one and only ginger. All right, now it's time for the not so fun facts. Although rare, some people may also have an allergy to ginger. Interesting. If you experience any food allergy symptoms like hives, swelling, or difficulty breathing, stop use immediately and talk to your doctor. While applied to the skin, ginger essential oil may cause skin irritation in some people. That's right. So, ladies and gentlemen, take a look at the picture. Now, if you have ever applied ginger oil to your skin and you got this type of reaction, chances are you're having some type of skin irritation or an allergic reaction. So, you have two options, actually three options. Option number one, reduce it. Option number two, don't use it. And option number three, continue to use it. However, consult your doctor ASAP. So there you have it, guys, the not so fun facts about the one and only ginger. All right, now it's time to talk about the 520 rule. In other words, it's time to talk about food labels. That's right, guys, and that's what the 520 rule is all about. It's a guide that helps us to understand and read food labels. Now, when we talk about the 520 rule, really we're talking about percent daily value, abbreviated percent DV. Now, let's take a look at our sample food label. As you can see, it is divided into three main parts. First, we have the purple part, then we have the yellow part, and then we have the light blue part. So let's take it part, shall we? First, let's talk about the purple part, which, as you can clearly see, is labeled percent daily value. So guys, whenever we talk about percent DV, all we're talking about is a percentage. And so basically, these percentages can go as low as 0% to as high as 100%. Now, there are some very rare cases where percent DV may exceed 100%. But like I said, it is quite rare. Now, let's talk about the yellow portion. The yellow portion basically highlights a few nutrients that you want to limit. Why? Because they do the body a lot of harm. They cause sickness, illness, and disease. Now, in particular, we're talking about saturated fat, trans fat, cholesterol, and sodium. So, ladies and gentlemen, the next time you eat or drink something, you probably want to make sure that these nutrients are as close to 0% DV as possible. Now, let's talk about the light blue portion. We're talking about dietary fiber, vitamin A, vitamin C, calcium, and iron, which basically represent all vitamins and minerals. Well, guys, these nutrients do just the opposite of the yellow nutrients. Rather than cause sickness, illness, and disease, they promote health and wellness within the body temple. That's right. So the next time you eat or drink something, you may want to check the food label and find out if whatever you're eating or drinking, if these percent DVs are as close to 100% as possible. Now, let's be a little more specific when we talk about the 520 rule. If a food or beverage item offers anywhere from 0% to 9% DV, then that food or beverage item is considered not a good source of that particular nutrient. Next, if the food or beverage item offers 10% to 19% DV, then that food or beverage item is considered a good source of that particular nutrient. Lastly, if the food or beverage item offers 20% DV or greater, then that food or beverage item is considered an excellent source of that particular nutrient. So there we have it, guys, the ins and outs about the 520 rule. All right, now that we've gone over food labels and I've introduced the 520 rule, it's now time to talk about the nutrition facts. So here we go. So for today's lecture, we're going to simply say that a single serving of ginger is 100 grams, which is approximately 3.5 ounces. Right? So here we go. So per serving, it's only 80 calories. You're going to get 17.8 grams of carbs. And guys, look at this. 1.8 grams of protein. And you didn't think ginger had protein. Well, guys, it does. 0.7 grams of fat. And look at this. 2 grams of dietary fiber. Yummy. Remember, fiber is nature's plumber. That's right. It keeps your tubes clean. So, you need to get it in your body. Now, let's take a look at the vitamins and minerals. First up is potassium, coming in at 12% DV, good source. Next up is copper, coming in at 11% DV, good source. Then we have manganese coming in at 11% DV, good source. Then we have magnesium coming in at 11% DV, good source. Then we have vitamin C and vitamin B6, each coming in at only 8% DV, not a good source. Then we have niacin, which is one of our B vitamins, coming in at only 4% DV, not a good source. And lastly, we have phosphorus and iron, each coming in at only 3% DV, which makes them not a good source of phosphorus and iron. So there we have it, guys. the nutrition facts about the one and only ginger. All right, so now that we've talked about the the nutrition facts, let's now dive deeply into the health benefits. But before we do, I want to offer you this. We got to talk about the principle of cause and effect, which basically says that every cause has its effect and every effect has its cause. There really is no such thing as chance and or luck. In other words, everything happens for a reason. That being said, I want to apply this principle to food, specifically plant foods. Ladies and gentlemen, 23% Nation, here's what you got to understand, is that technically the health benefits are the effect. So what's important is that we understand the cause of these health benefits, right? So I'm not only going to give you the health benefit, which is the effect, but I'm also going to give you what's responsible for causing this, right? So I want to introduce you to the phytonutrients, the causes, or we can use the word the medicines. So benefit number one, it helps treat nausea. That's right. So what's responsible? Well, it's the antioxidants that are inside the ginger. Benefit number two, it fights fungal infections. What's the cause? It's the ginger extract. Benefit number three, protects against stomach ulcers. What's the cause? What's the medicine? What's the phytonutrient? Well, it's the ginger powder. Benefit number four, it eases menstrual pains, ladies, right? So what's the cause? Well, you'll be happy to know that ginger has analgesic properties. In other words, it's a pain reliever. Benefit number five, it may inhibit cancer growth. How nice is that? So, which phytonutrient is responsible? Well, say hello to gingerol. Benefit number six, it regulates blood sugar. That's right. So for all of my diabetics that are out there, it's time to eat more ginger. Now, the question is, what's responsible for this? Well, guys, say hello to its fiber content. So there we have it, guys. 6 amazing health benefits from the one and only ginger. All right, take a look. More health benefits. Number 7, relieves joint and muscle pain. What's the cause? Well, it's the anti-inflammatory properties. Benefit number 8, it lowers cholesterol levels. What's the cause? Well, fiber raises its pretty head once again. Benefit number 9, it improves brain function. How nice is that? What's the cause? What's the medicine? What's the phytonutrient? Well, say hello to antioxidants and its anti-inflammatory properties. Benefit number 10, it blocks bacterial infections. What's the cause? Well, ginger extract. Number 11, it eases inflammation. So the question is, which phytonutrients are responsible? Well, say hello to gingerol, paradol, and zingerone. That's right, guys, zingerone. Interesting. And finally, the last health benefit is that it promotes proper digestion. So the question is, what causes that? Well, say hello to the dietary fiber once again. So there we have it, guys. Not 6, but 12 amazing health benefits from the one and only ginger. All right, guys, it's now time to talk about food. Say hello to forksoverknives.com, which, by the way, is our go-to website for everything vegan. Yes. So as usual, I went to the site, did just a little bit of research, and I came across 2 delicious vegan ginger recipes that I want to share with you right now. So the first one is ginger lime watermelon salad. Take a look at the picture. Looks delicious, yes. The second recipe is pioneer gingerbread. Take a look at the picture. Looks delicious, right? Now, if you are at all motivated to make and taste these amazingly delicious looking dishes, then please go to the description box, click on the link, and you're going to see, well, of course, depending on which link you click on, you're going to see everything that forksoverknives.com has to offer. It's going to give you the ingredient list, it's going to give you the instructions, and it's going to give you the cooking time. That's right, guys, everything that you need to make these dishes. So please do me a favor. Click on the description box, click the link, make the dish, taste the dish, come back to the video, and share your thoughts. So there we have it. Not one, but two vegan ginger recipes from forksoverknives.com. All right, 23% Nation, I hear you. A lot of you say, well, Coach D, thanks for the fun facts, the not so fun facts, and the nutrition facts, right? But what I really want to know is, when in the world should I eat more ginger? Well, guys, if that's your question, then I got to tell you that the perfect day, and I do mean the perfect day to eat more ginger, is Nature Day. What? Nature Day? Oh, yes, good old Nature Day. Now, here's what we need to know about Nature Day, is that it is the first day of the 23% challenge. Now, maybe you've been living under a rock and you know absolutely nothing about the challenge. Well, guys, here we go. The 23% challenge is a monthly 7-day wellness program that is designed to help improve your health, your wealth, and your relationships in only 7 days. Now, here's something that you need to understand about the challenge is that, number one, it's 7 days long, and number two, it's the first 7 days of every single month. Now, being that Nature Day is the first day of the challenge, that simply means that Nature Day is the first day of every month. That's right. So whether it's February 1st, March 1st, or November 1st, it's always Nature Day. Now, how about a little more information about Nature Day, especially for those of you who are really interested, right? Well, guys, in a nutshell, Nature Day is all about eating more plants. That's right, guys. It's time to eat more plants. It's time to get healthy. In other words, it's time to put the nutrients in and take the toxins out. Very simple. Now, for some people, eating more plants is easy. For others, it's difficult. For those of us who think it's difficult, guys, ladies, why don't we try eating only plants and drinking only water before 12 p.m.? That way, after 12 p.m., well, you can eat and drink whatever you want. If before 12 p.m. doesn't work for you, then what about after 12 p.m.? That's right. That way, you get 12 hours of plant foods only and water. Now, for those of us who think that 12 hours is not enough, well, guys, I want to introduce you to a 3% vegan. Now, a 3% vegan is any person, man, woman, or child, who only eats plants and drinks only water only 1 day out of an entire month. Next up is a 10% vegan, which is a person who eats only plant foods and drinks only water 3 days out of every month. Then we have a 17% vegan, which is any person that only eats plants and drinks only water 5 days out of an entire month. And lastly is the ultimate 23% vegan. Now, technically, that's what Coach D considers himself to be. That's right. So what does that mean? It means that for the first 7 days of every single month, I only eat from the 5 food groups of plant foods, which happen to be fruits, vegetables, legumes, meaning beans and peas, nuts and seeds, and we cannot forget about whole grains. So there you have it, guys. For those of us who want to eat more plants, you determine how many plants you eat. All right. Now, a lot of us may say, well, Coach D, thanks for the information about Nature Day, but I don't know if I should participate. I mean, really, who is Nature Day for, right? I mean, do I qualify? Do I need to do it? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to describe to you the type of person who should participate in Nature Day. Ultimately, it's up to you. But let's see if you meet any of these qualifications, shall we? So maybe you've been stricken with the big four, meaning heart disease, obesity, cancer, and diabetes. Well, you probably want to participate in Nature Day. Maybe you have skin issues, such as eczema, pimples, whiteheads, blackheads, psoriasis, right? Well, and maybe you're looking for a natural, holistic approach to healing. Well, it's easy. Eat more plants. Maybe you have digestive issues like constipation, irritable bowel syndrome, or maybe leaky gut syndrome, right? You're looking for a natural remedy? Well, easy. Eat more plants. Maybe you're dealing with mental issues. Maybe you're upset all the time. Maybe you're bipolar. Maybe you're depressed, right? Well, and you're looking for a natural, holistic approach to your healing? Well, guys, it's easy. Participate in Nature Day. Eat more plants. Or maybe you want to change your body composition, right? Maybe you want to get lean, or maybe you want to bulk up. Whatever the case may be, it's easy. Eat more plants. Or maybe you are just transitioning from the standard American diet to a whole food plant-based diet. Well, guys, if you want to try it out, it's easy. Participate in Nature Day. Or maybe you just simply want to eat more plants, right? Well, guys, if that's you, then Nature Day is definitely for you. So now we know exactly who Nature Day is for. All right. Now I want to offer you a few of Coach D's tips. Why? Because I want you to be successful on Nature Day. So tip number 1, go to your local grocery store. Why? Well, because that's where you're going to find plant foods. But you're going to go to 3 places. Number 1 is the produce section. Number 2 is the freezer aisle. And number 3 is the canned good aisle. Now, a lot of us may wonder, Coach D, what's best? Fresh, frozen, or canned? Well, guys, if I got to put them in order, here's how I'll do it. Number 1 is fresh. Number 2 is frozen. And number 3, and mind you, this is all the way in the back, is going to be canned. The reason why I put canned plant foods last is simply because whenever you put any food in any can, it has undergone quite a bit of processing, and a lot of toxins have been added to the food in order to preserve it. So if anything, go with fresh first, frozen second, and canned dead last. Tip number 2, go to the prepared dishes section of your local grocery store. So when you're done with the produce section, walk on over to the prepared dishes section. Now this is where you're going to have food that's already made, right? And you're going to see somebody behind the counter, and they're going to ask you if they can help you. And you're going to ask them if they have any vegan, not vegetarian options. And you know what? If you see something that you like, ask for a quick sample. Don't worry, it's free. They'll give it to you, okay? And then if you like it, go ahead, buy half a pound, a whole pound, or maybe even 2-3 pounds if you really, really, really like it. Tip number 3, go visit your local farmer's market. Now, I highly recommend this for those of us who must eat organic this and organic that, non-GMO this, non-GMO that. Farmers markets do a really good job at catering to the organic market. Plus, you may even save some money. Why? Because the food is grown by local farmers. Tip number 4, go visit your local vegan restaurant. Now, this is for those of us who don't want to cook or don't have time to cook or don't know how to cook plant foods. I say let the experts do it for us. Now, vegan restaurants are amazing. Why? Because they do a really good job at hiring vegan chefs who not only know how to season plant foods, but they also know which plant foods to combine to yield the most delicious, nutritious dishes, right? So gather up the family, make it family dinner night, and go visit your local vegan restaurant. Tip number 5, get a subscription to a vegan meal prep company. That's right. Once again, this is for those of us who don't want to cook, don't have time to cook, don't know how to cook plant foods. Hey, a shoemaker to his shoes. Let somebody else do the cooking for you. Pretty much this is how it goes. You give them a call, you get a subscription, they make the food, they deliver the food, you eat the food. Yes, it's just that simple. So there we have it, guys. 5 amazing tips to help make your Nature Day successful. All right, it's time for our question of the day. And this one comes from yours truly and the rest of the 23% nation. We want to know, true or false, ginger helps to regulate blood sugar. Now, I believe I covered this information earlier in the lecture, so if you got it, great. Write your answer in the comment box below. If you didn't, hit rewind. And still, put your answer in the comment box below. Guys, I want to thank you for watching. I definitely want to thank you for listening. As always, let's eat well, feel well, think well, do well, be well. This is your man, Coach D. Now, before I sign out, I got to ask you to please subscribe, share, comment, and like the video. And don't forget to use our 3-word mantra. It's hashtag eat more plants. My name is Coach D. I'm signing out. Always remember to take care, God bless, and never ever forget that Coach D loves you.